Hello students, this is Lata Narwani from Mount Litra Z School Jhansi. Children, we are doing lesson carbon and its compounds. So let us start this lesson. Carbon and its compounds. Carbon is an important constituent of all the living structures. All living things, that is, plants, animals, microorganisms, are made up of carbon compounds. Earth crust has only 0.02% carbon in the form of carbonates, hydrogen carbonates, coal, and petroleum, while the atmosphere has 0.03% carbon in the form of carbon dioxide. Means there is a very less percent of carbon in the earth crust and in the atmosphere, that is 0.02% and 0.03%. Carbon is very reactive and forms innumerable compounds with other elements like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, phosphorus, etc. The compounds of carbon are used in every field of life, and they are so important that they form a separate branch of chemistry known as organic chemistry. So various fields of our life like food industry, medicine industry, chemicals, fertilizers, soaps, detergents, everywhere we see there are organic compounds, carbon compounds present. Now, introduction of carbon element. Carbon has a symbol C. Atomic number is 6. Electronic configuration is 2, 4. So, there are 4 valence electrons. So, its valency is 4. It becomes difficult to lose or gain 4 electrons to complete its octet. So it shares its 4 electrons with other 4 electrons of other elements to complete its octet. The chemical bond formed by sharing of electrons is called covalent bond, and such compounds are called covalent compounds. So carbon, it forms different types of bonds by sharing of electrons. When it reacts with other elements, it forms covalent bonds, covalent compounds. So these covalent compounds are different from ionic compounds. So let us see what is the difference between ionic compounds and covalent compounds. First point is ionic compounds are mainly solids, whereas covalent compounds may be gases, liquids, or solids. Second point is ionic compounds consist of ions, whereas covalent compounds consist of molecules. Ionic compounds have high melting and boiling points, whereas covalent compounds generally they have low melting and boiling points. Fourth, ionic compounds conduct electricity in molten or solution form. Covalent compounds generally do not conduct electricity. Fifth point, ionic compounds are soluble in water as they break into their ions, whereas covalent compounds are insoluble in water and soluble in organic solvents. So these are the main differences between ionic compounds and covalent compounds. Our next topic is bonding in covalent compounds. So let us see how the bonds are formed between various covalent compounds. Our first example is hydrogen molecule. Hydrogen atomic number 1, so it has one proton and one electron. So to complete its first shell, it needs one more electron. So one atom of hydrogen shares this one electron with the other atom having one electron. Both of these, they share these one electron and complete their duplet. So one single bond is formed between hydrogen and hydrogen atoms, and in this way hydrogen molecule is formed. Second example is chlorine molecule. Chlorine molecule Cl2 Its configuration is 2, 8, 7, atomic number 17. So valence electron are 7 in number. So 7 electrons, it requires one more electron to complete its octet. So sharing of one electron is done by two of the chlorine atoms. 1 and 1 sharing, 2 electrons sharing. So a single bond is formed between two chlorine atoms. So Cl joined with a single covalent bond forming chlorine molecule. Next example is hydrogen chloride molecule. So hydrogen having one electron in its outermost shell, whereas chlorine having 7 electrons in its outermost shell. Both of them they share one electron. So hydrogen completes its first shell with 2 electrons, whereas chlorine completes 8 electrons. So one bond is formed between H and Cl, and HCl molecule is formed. Fourth example is oxygen molecule. Oxygen molecule, oxygen atomic number 8 and electronic configuration is 2, 6. So it has 6 valence electrons. Each atom has 6 electrons. So they require 2 more electrons to complete their octet. So sharing of two electrons is done in this way, so that each oxygen completes its octet. So when sharing of two electron pairs is done, a double bond is formed between oxygen and oxygen atom. So an oxygen molecule is formed in this way. Next example is nitrogen molecule. Nitrogen atomic number 7, configuration is 2, 5. So 5 valence electron are there in each nitrogen atom. So in order to combine, they require 3 more electrons to complete their octet. So sharing of 3 electrons is done by each nitrogen atom in order to complete their octet. So this way they complete their octet, and because sharing of 3 electron pairs is done, a triple bond is formed between nitrogen and nitrogen, which gives rise to a nitrogen molecule, N2 molecule. Next example is water molecule. Water molecule, oxygen having 6 valence electron, again hydrogen with 1 valence electron. So hydrogen shares this 1 electron with one of oxygen, and oxygen in this way completes 8 electron, whereas each hydrogen completes 2 electron. So 1 bond is formed between O and H, O and H. Water molecule is formed in this way. Next example is ammonia molecule. Ammonia molecule, NH3, central atom is nitrogen. Nitrogen 5 valence electrons. So it requires 3 more electrons. So it does the sharing with 3 hydrogen atoms and completes 8 electrons in its valence shell. So nitrogen it's complete its octet, whereas each hydrogen completes its duplet. So 3 single bonds are formed in this way, and ammonia molecule is formed. Next example is methane. Methane CH4, C is the central atom with 4 electrons, and this carbon shares these 4 electrons with each hydrogen atom, joins with 4 hydrogen and complete its octet. In this way, with 4 hydrogen shares 4 electrons, completes octet, and this is the structure of methane molecule, tetrahedral structure, CH4. 4 single bonds are formed. Next is carbon dioxide molecule. Carbon dioxide CO2, C having 4 electrons, carbon having 4 electrons, each oxygen having 6 electrons, so it shares 2 electrons here and complete its octet in this way, whereas carbon with 4 electrons and 4 shared by 2 oxygen atom also complete its octet in this way. So each oxygen is bonded by 2 bonds to the carbon atom, and carbon is bonded with 4 bonds towards the 2 oxygen atoms. Carbon shows valency 4 whereas oxygen shows valency 2. In this way CO2 molecule is formed. So when one pair of electron sharing is done, single bond is formed, 2 pairs of sharing is done, double bond is formed, and 3 pair of sharing of electrons is done, so a triple bond is formed. So children, this is all for today. Thank you.